holy freaking shit. That's all I really can say after going to see the new Star Wars The Last Jedi movie. I honestly have to say I am immensely impressed with just everything. The visual effects, the storytelling, the character development, everything about this movie was perfect, and I just loved every single moment of it. Oh my god. Those little pork things are just so adorable. Oh my god, I want one now. Ah! But I'm not here to talk about the movie itself. I'm not here to give a review or anything fancy like that. I'm here to give you guys something that I personally thought of when I was watching this movie. And that is that I believe that Kylo Ren and Rey are brother and sister. Now I'm going to explain to you why. Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome to the first official episode of Film Chat. Now, I also want to say this is also my first official video on this channel, and I am immensely happy that I am starting with something so near and dear to my heart, one of my favorite franchises of all time. And if you guys watch this video, I am just really happy to be able to do this. My name is Militia. First off, I just want to introduce myself here. And today I'm going to give you guys 3 reasons as to why I think these two are brother and sister. Also, just to let you guys know, obviously there are going to be spoilers for The Last Jedi, so if you guys haven't seen that movie, get on that shit. You need to see it really badly. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the connection in the Force that the two have with one another. And we're going to first talk about how Luke and Leia kind of share the same connection. We see this in episode 5 originally. We see when Leia senses Luke in danger because, he's hanging at the bottom of Cloud City. She senses it. She says, we need to go back. Luke's there. He's alive. And they rescue him and stuff. But I want to take it one step further because there have been plenty of articles that I'm sure have said this. And I want to bring up the fact that there is another Force connection in a family of Skywalkers like this. And that is between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker about a few minutes later after the scene with Luke and Leia. He's sensing his father on the bridge of his Star Destroyer. And in that moment, a son and a father have this sort of connection through the Force, similar to, like I said, how Luke and Leia have that. So I don't think it's much of a stretch really to say that these two share some sort of family connection. Because even in this movie, we see Luke and Leia have this sort of connection. When Luke dies, Leia just knows it instantly. When she senses Luke in the Force, even in the last movie, she says she knows Luke's alive. She just senses him there. Even in this movie, like I said, it's that sort of family connection through the Force. And I think that is what is present when Rey and Kylo are communicating through the Force in the first act of this movie. When they see the visions of each other, vividly and fluidly seeing each other, communicating, being able to even touch, sharing their environments, which is kind of something I didn't expect them to do. Like when it's raining on the planet where Rey is training with Luke, all of a sudden his hand is wet. I didn't understand that part, but I personally thought it was really kind of cool that they could do that. But they still have that connection as Leia and Luke had, as Luke and Darth Vader had. It seems like it's something that only a family can do, like the Skywalkers. It's sort of, obviously it's not limited to that particular family, but it seems most present in that family, and it runs like something that they can do. The next thing that I want to bring up to you guys is the level of power and skill that these two have, because holy shit, these two are just juggernauts when it comes to fighting with their lightsabers and their Force manipulation skills. We know that the Skywalkers are one of the most powerful families in all of the Star Wars universe. So it's not much of a stretch to say that since these two are pretty evenly matched, as seen in the last movie when they are fighting on the Starkiller base and they are able to pretty much go toe-to-toe with each other, not only like I said in combat, but with the Force as well. And mind you, this is without any formal training from any master of any kind. Rey is able to just manipulate the Force, able to combat with her lightsaber. It is an incredible feat for just any character in general. But to say that it just comes from nothing is something that I can't believe. I believe that this is the Skywalker in her kind of coming out and giving her these incredible abilities to be able to manipulate the Force, to be able to know how to use a lightsaber. Mind you too, she has had formal combat training sort of on Jakku. No, not formal, but she did know how to use the bow staff very, very well in the last movie. So it's not much of a stretch to say, personally, that she could be a Skywalker, and in turn be related to Kylo Ren. However, that is from the last movie. Let's get examples from this movie. We see in the throne room when they're fighting off Snoke's guards that pretty much they're able to dispose of them with ease, both of them taking them out relatively quickly. And then a few minutes later, when they're fighting over Luke's lightsaber, the lightsaber is being drawn to both of them. They're both using the Force, and it's just staying in the middle. It is not going towards Kylo, and it is not going towards Rey, which leads me to believe that they are, I would say, relatively evenly matched in some way, shape, or form when it comes to the Force. And like I said, it's not just some coincidence that she is this powerful. There obviously is some connection to our main characters here. And I certainly do not think that she is a Kenobi. I can't wrap my head around that. Ben Kenobi was one of the most, like, pitch-perfect Jedis. I don't think he was sticking his lightsaber anywhere near another woman, so I'm going with the safe bet that she is a Skywalker. Especially since that this entire franchise has basically been a Skywalker story. So I don't think they would really deviate from that, unless they're doing something much bigger with the Ben Kenobi solo movie. I don't know. But that's just my guess, personally. The last thing that I actually didn't think of, I found this in an article, and at first reading this, it didn't make sense, and then I went back and thought about it. And I realized this, honestly, is kind of one of the weirdest, but sort of the most, I guess, pressing evidence of it. Not really, but it just is something to kind of think about, a little Easter egg, I guess you could say. Because in this argument, I'm going to say that there's sexual tension between the two of them is another reason why they are brother and sister. And let me explain before you click off of this video and write your angry comment here. But let's look back at episode 5 once again. Luke and Leia share this kiss between the two of them. And, it's obviously to piss off Han, but there's other moments of sexual tension sort of between the two of them before he finds out that they're brother and sister in the 6th movie. And I think that there's that kind of moment of realization like, oh my god, I wanted to bang my sister type of thing in episode 6 when he finds out, but that's a whole different debacle of video. And the example that we get from The Last Jedi is this sort of playful tone, sort of when Rey sees Kylo kind of shirtless, and, she's like, don't you have something to cover yourself up? Like in that sort of playful tone. And I feel like that's something kind of calling back to the original trilogy, the best trilogy. I don't care what you freaking noobs have to freaking say. This is the best trilogy. Sorry, I lost my cool there for a second there. I must become one with the Force, and the Force will become one with me at that point. Anyway, so that is my 3 reasons why I believe that Kylo Ren and Rey are brother and sister, and that they are pretty much both the children of Leia and Han. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below, and if you guys think I nailed this, give me a like, and if you're new to this channel, hit me up with a big sub. I would greatly appreciate that. This has been the first episode of Film Chat. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll be bringing more content to you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you guys next time. Bye-bye! Hey, what is up, guys? If you guys did like this episode, be sure, like I said, to leave a like, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you guys want to see other stuff that I do a gaming channel called The Militia Gamer, that if you guys want to check out, I post every 2 to 3 days. So, yeah, check it out. And like I said, have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for watching.